So Alex, what would you say is the most exciting part about doing, artificial intelligence and machine learning at SurePrep?
One of the things that I love about doing AI and ML here is just the scale that which we get to apply it on. We're being able to affect potentially millions and millions of documents, and not only understanding how they're prepared, but also how are they verified, and its value that we can see and measure. And so one of the things I really like about AI ML and when you're making predictions is can you actually tell what value you're adding? And one of the great things about being at SurePrep is we can look and say, you know what, this document would have had to be 100% prepared by humans before, but now it's 95% prepared by our algorithms. Or if we didn't run this verification algorithm, we would have needed 10,000 human hours on this set of binders to go through and verify that every number came out of OCR correctly. But now we're seeing that we're cutting that number in half or in a third or whatever aspect we're adding there. And so really just being able to see that scale and effectiveness and have it be very tangible is probably the number one most striking thing to me. Additionally, at SurePrep, I think what's really great about this space and about SurePrep as a company as a whole is that even though I'm doing AI and ML, I'm actually under a larger umbrella of innovation. And really the focus of the innovation team is to take kind of ideas and try to run with them a little bit. We're not necessarily directly tied to a customer's question. And so we'll look at a field and say, you know what, I wonder if tax preparation could be done in a better way. Here's something that tax professionals have had problems with for years. Let's try something totally crazy. And what I love about that is we actually fail a lot along the way. And so for every success, you're probably not seeing 3 or 4 attempts that we're making that just don't work out as well. But being able to kind of have that innovation umbrella here really lets the team be creative. And when we do kind of hit it, when we do kind of hit the ball on one of these ideas, we hit it out of the park. A lot of times, we're doing these new things that are just totally kind of disruptive in this space, which is extremely exciting. Additionally, what's really cool about SurePrep is that I've worked in organizations before where the organization is just a piece in the ecosystem, and it's a very tiny piece. And so you're kind of creating some AI ML system and you're making some predictions, and those predictions go out in the world and you don't really know much about are they being successful? Are they doing the right thing? What I love about SurePrep is that we have a ton of experts in-house. And so when I'm working on verification technology, I can go talk to someone who's been thinking about this problem for 10 years in the field. And they can sit down with me, and while they might not know anything about AI ML, they can kind of point out the processes that they're doing as a person and say, oh, I always do this, or I always look here. And in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, oh, we could have a computer try to learn that. And then we develop with them, kind of looking over our shoulder, testing out our products, making sure we're actually solving problems in the right way. And then the last bit about being at SurePrep that's really interesting, and it kind of ties this whole experience together, is that we do get a lot of interaction with our customers. And so as I've been developing different products here, probably my favorite part of the job is to go kind of take a alpha product or a beta product, start demoing it to customers and getting immediate feedback as the product's still in works, to understand, hey, would this be helpful? Or would you want to see this in a different way? And we've gotten really good feedback from our customers along the way. Our customers have been really creative, and they've found areas that solutions that I've been building could be reused or could be repurposed that actually add a lot more value to their workflow. And so really, along with our kind of customer board, I really feel like it's a great kind of back and forth symbiotic work relationship where we're really working together to create some really cool things here.
Yeah, very neat. You mentioned documents or sets of documents that maybe in the past 100% of which needed to be prepared by people, and today maybe 95% of the work can be done by machines, which is obviously an incredible thing. especially since that kind of work, you know, organizing work papers in a binder and doing data entry, that's not work that people want to do. It has to be done, but it doesn't have to be done by people. And so what this does is really elevate the roles of preparers and reviewers, because they no longer have to do this kind of work.